Hi guys, so as you can tell by the title, today is my first ever mukbang or mukbang, whatever you call it. But I had a video idea of just telling you guys, talking about the nursing program, how I survived, any tips that I have, and tips on how to get into the nursing program in general, and then you know, all things nursing. But I just decided to spruce it up a little bit because I've had too many videos this week of just sitting down talking, even though I only think there's one, maybe two of those type of videos. But yeah, so I decided to do a mukbang because I've really been wanting to do one, but I just feel like it's really weird. But we're gonna do it today. But you want to know, I'm eating wings and fries. Yeah, so all things nursing, I guess I'll start at the beginning and just talking about my nursing school journey. But well, how I got into nursing, well, I'm not gonna say that I always wanted to be a nurse, but first I wanted to be a lawyer, and then I seen the episode of Law and Order SVU, Special Victims Unit. Yeah. I seen the episode where I think it was Alex. She got beat up or robbed or shot or something like that, and I was like, that's not for me. I don't know if I want to make that big of a risk. And then plus, being a lawyer, you got to go to school for 8 to 12 years. So I think it's like 8 to 10 years of college, something like that. I was like, nah sis, that's not gonna work for me. I don't work my butt off all these years to graduate from regular school. I'm not gonna do that for college. So then I started thinking, well, the medical field, because my mom's a CNA, I think my grandma was a CNA. I think all my aunties have either worked in the CNA or are in the medical field in some way, shape or form, whether they were living sitters, RNs. So I was like, well, that's just like right up my alley, because, you know, whatever I wanted to do, I wanted it to involve kids or give me the opportunity to work with kids. So yeah, dang, this ranch is thick. Yeah, so I came up with pediatrician, and then, like, I feel like doctors go to school longer. They go to school longer than nurses, but I feel like nurses kind of do more than doctors. I mean, hey. So came up with the idea to be a nurse, and then I chose that I eventually want to go back to school to get my nurse practitioner license, and then that way I can be a pediatric nurse. And then yeah, so that's how I chose to be a nurse. And my dream is to work in a children's hospital in Atlanta that's also downtown. But yeah, went to Georgia State, and woo child, honey, it was hard. It was hard. It was very hard. I ended up I had to meet with some type of advisor lady or something, and basically she told me that I had to change my major because with my grades and GPA, she was like, ain't no way you can be a nurse. And she basically told me that she basically implied that I was only a nursing major because of the money. And like, I kept trying to tell her, like, no, I've been decided on nursing way before I even understood the process of how much nurses make. I mean, I knew nurses made a lot, but I didn't, you know, like, fully understand it because I'm not doing nursing for the money. But she just kept saying, well, I know, I'm not trying to say you're in it for the money, but nursing majors, almost all of nursing majors are only in it for the money. I was like, nah sis, nah. But yeah, I finished out. Well, my dad died April of 2016, and then May was the end of the semester. So I just transferred home, and I'm in the school that I'm in now. I've been doing pretty well, rebuilding my GPA and all of that. I really wanted to rebuild my GPA just to increase my chances of getting into the nursing program. I think that's what well, no. To get into the nursing program, you have to take certain classes just like with any other major. I think with nursing, we had to take 2 psychology classes. And that's what sparked my interest into psychology. And so, yeah, I started taking a lot more psychology classes. 1, because I wanted to rebuild my GPA. And 2, because I was interested in double majoring. But I don't know, like the advisor I had, like thank God, like I've graduated and gotten a new advisor who really ain't no better. But the advisor I had, she was real shitty, y'all. She was real shitty. Y'all don't judge me on how I'm eating my wings. I haven't ate all day. But she was real shitty because she basically told me too that wasn't no way I would get into the nursing program. And she was just real shitty. She was real shitty. And I'm not the only person that had a problem with her. A lot of nursing students or nursing indicated students have had a problem with her as well. But thank God I don't have her anymore. But I forgot what I was even saying. Anyway, fast forward to me double majoring. That's what I was saying. The advisor I had now, well, that I had then, she didn't really understand double majoring. She was like, ain't no way you can double major and be a nursing student. But then when I talked to a psychology advisor, he was like, people do it all the time. Y'all, I'm sorry if I keep going in and out of focus. I hope I'm not, but he was like, people double major in nursing and psychology, you know, all the time. And he was like, it's a good thing to have some type of psychology degree, especially if you want to become a psych nurse. But there's not a lot of psych nurses at all. But, you know, anyway, went through that. Ended up just wanting to minor in psychology, and then if I want to come back to get a degree after I graduate, then I will do that. But anyway, fast forward to me getting accepted into the nursing program. Well, to get into the nursing program, you have to either take the T's or the HESI. And at my school, we have to take the T's. I took the T's 3 times, y'all. 3 freaking times. 3 times. Yes, and it was kind of funny to me because when I had to take I took the SAT once and the ATT, I took it 3 times as well. And that's because I wanted to get a score that met what school I wanted to go to, their requirements. So, y'all know with the ATT and maybe the SAT, but I don't know too much about the SAT. I just was not with that. But yeah, anyway, I had to take the T's 3 times and I ended up taking the ACT 3 times too. So I guess, like, hopefully when it comes time for me to take the NCLEX, I don't have to take that 3 times because, whoo, I hear the NCLEX is a lot of money. I don't have time. I can't even remember what I made. I want to say a 60 something maybe. I can't remember, but I know it wasn't like the bomb. I knew it wasn't the bomb. Like, I knew I met the requirement, but I should have done better. Whatever my grade was. But anyway, took the T's. All my stuff was in. Met all the requirements. My GPA was a 2.57. And I knew I applied to the BSN program, but I knew I wasn't going to get in due to my GPA and the fact that I took chemistry 3 times as well. And I also applied to the ASN program, and clearly I got accepted to the ASN program, hence me being in the ASN program. Yeah. So basically, if I had any tips on how to get into your program, is don't give up. I always tell people, if I can get into the nursing program, you can get into the nursing program. Yeah. Like, it may not be the BSN part, but you can get into your program. I mean, don't be discouraged if you get denied. Do what you need to do and apply again. But yeah, whatever you do, do not give up. And that's with anything in life. Never give up. Never give the devil the satisfaction of you giving up and you giving in. No, keep going. Do what you gotta do and keep going. Now, back to the nurse program. First test I passed with an 84. Boom. I was super hyped, y'all, and I felt so calm that test, and even preparing for that test, I felt so calm. Granted, I did start studying the first day of class, like after first lecture, I started studying, but I still look back and felt like I didn't even study a lot and still managed to make an 84. Like, wow. But anyway, that was good. Second test came around, and if I remember correctly, I think that test was mainly therapeutic communication. Bam, made an 88. Ooh, I'm super hyped. Like, 2 80s on my first exams of nursing school. Like, what? And then that third test rolled around. Honey, I was stressing. Because it was basically pharmacology. And if you watched yesterday's video, my chit chat, Get Ready With Me, you know that wow. Ooh. Excuse me, I don't know what happened there. Oh, y'all gonna hear my noise? My fan makes some noise. Man, turn that on real quick. I just got hot. Y'all just, oh, y'all just all me, so almost see me down camera. But and third test was just basically pharmacology. Whew. Yeah, and I feel like it was too much information, and I didn't start studying as soon as I should have. That is one thing that I will say. Excuse me. You know how you study. You know what helps you study. I mean, you know your studying process. You know, if it needs you to take, if you have to start studying 3 weeks before the test, then do that. Don't wait till the last minute. Don't wait the week of or the week before. If you need 3 weeks, give yourself those 3 weeks. Usually I start studying, like with regular classes, I would wait a week before the test to begin studying. But on test 1 and test 2, I started maybe like 3 weeks. I think it was like 3 to 4 weeks in between tests. So I gave myself time to study like that for the first 2 tests. Now the last 2 tests, I didn't do that. Okay, my ceiling fan is about to get on my nerves. I know it's about to get on y'all nerves too. But pharmacology is a hard class. It's a hard class. It's a hard subject to learn. People may think, oh no, all you gotta do is remember the medicine and what it's for. But nah, sis, no ma'am. You gotta know the drug, know what it does, the class of the drug, the pregnancy class of the drug, complications, side effects, adverse reactions, nursing considerations, and patient teaching. We had to know all of that for all of our drugs. So it's a lot. It's a lot. And you don't know like what your teachers are going to test you on. Like, are they going to test you on complications? Are they going to test you on mechanism of action? Are they going to test you on the therapeutic use? Are they going to test you on patient teaching? You don't know, but like you want to. I did not study all of that. I'm just going to tell you straight up. I did not. I just studied the drug and the mechanism of action and or therapeutic use. That's all I studied for, and I made a flat 70 on that test. I did. I made a flat 70 on that test, and a 70 in the nursing program is failing. That was the first test I failed in the nursing program. But the second test, the fourth test, the fourth and final test, I studied, but my grade did go back up. I made a 74. But yeah, and the final, I needed to make at least a 55 point something to have at least a 75 in the class, because with the nursing program and my program, all of your tests, all 4 tests plus the final, have to average out to a 75 for any other extra assignments like ATI, quizzes, group projects. All 5 of your tests have to average to a 75 before they can calculate those grades in. So yeah, I calculated and I only needed to make a 55 point something to meet that bare minimum, and I made a 75. I made a flat 75 on the final. So I did pass my final, barely, but I did pass. Excuse me. And with all my things calculated in, I made a 81 in the class. So yeah, that's just a rundown of my semester, how I got here, and yeah. So are you a flat or drum type of person? Let me know down in the comment box below. For the first, I'm trying to think if I did this for the second test, but I know for the first one and for the third one, what I did was our teachers used PowerPoints, or they made it into an outline for us. But I will take those PowerPoint notes or the outline, and I'll combine that information plus with information from our textbook, and I will type it up into my very own outline. So it was like teacher notes plus book equals Miranda's notes. Excuse me, or Miranda's outline, because that's what I made into an outline. That really helped me, because now I can really take that anywhere. Like, I can take that single outline anywhere I go. I don't have to worry about taking the PowerPoint, the textbooks, and then highlighters. I don't have to worry about taking all that stuff. Books. What else? You can never go wrong with flashcards. You can never go wrong with flashcards. This girl in my cohort, she said that's all she do. Flashcards, flashcards, flashcards. She swear by flashcards. It worked for her. She passed the class. I'm not sure what she passed with, but she did pass the class, so it works. I did flashcards here and there. I like using flashcards. When I was taking my prereqs, I did use flashcards, and that's because in your prereqs is straight memorization. In the nursing program, you have to not only know the material, but you have to know how to apply the material. So I feel like flashcards only help with memorization. So yeah, another thing, another study tip is practice questions. Now I'm not gonna tell you to do practice questions 50 times a day for 3 hours or every day of the week. I'm not gonna tell you to do that. What I would do is I would type up my notes or make flashcards, whatever I was feeling, and then look over those at least once or twice. And then, like, our test was on Mondays, so I would use that study tool up until Friday, and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I would do practice questions. Or Friday and Saturday I would do practice questions and rest on Sunday. But I may do like a couple of practice questions on Sundays as well. But practice questions help you a lot because practice questions are going to give you an idea of what the questions are going to be like on the test. Because your teachers in the nursing program, I don't care what school you're going to go to, but they use NCLEX style questions, which is how taking the material you know and applying it to a real life situation. So yeah, I swear by practice questions. I swear by practice questions. I swear. But yeah, I just did practice questions. Practice questions, practice questions, practice questions, practice questions. And you can use Quizlet, you can use Kahoot. Excuse me, you can Google practice questions. Excuse me. Your book is going to have practice questions. Definitely. Those practice questions in your, well, I don't know what book y'all might be using, but I know the book that we were assigned to use, the practice questions in there were like super easy. And the test, the first two tests rather, was simple, well, very easy. Yeah, so I would practice questions. Like if you, like I said, if you don't do nothing else, practice questions. Another tip, do not stress yourself. Do not stress yourself. Do not stress yourself. What you stressing for, sis? What you stressing for? If you know the material, you know the material. If you don't know the material, you just don't know the material. You just don't. I mean, that's what I had to tell myself during the test. Like, if I got to a question that I did not know and I knew I did not know, like, none of the answer choices looked familiar to me. Nothing looked familiar to me. If I knew it, like, I straight up didn't know it, I just click something and go on to the next question. Ain't no need of stressing. What you stressing for? I tried my best to remain calm this semester. I really did. For as like school stuff, I try my best to stay calm as possible. Try not to stress. I mean, you're going to run into stressful situations, but do not force yourself to be stressed. Last thing, do not be bummed or upset or mad if you failed one test. Technically, I failed 2 and still passed. I mean, they both were like barely failing, but they still were F's. So do not get upset if you fail a test. Do not beat yourself up about it. None of that. If I'm just gonna ahead and say it because we're all grown here. If something happens and you end up pregnant before or during the nursing program, do not let that stop you. Do not listen, because there's going to be people, there are going to be people who are going to tell you that, oh, you can't do both. You can't be pregnant and in the nursing program, or you can't be in the program and raise your kids. Don't listen to them, sis. Do not listen to them. Don't let nobody tell you what you can and cannot do. Only you know what you can and cannot do. Who the hell are are those people to tell you what the hell? How they know what you can and can't do? Are they inside you, or are they your brain? Are they God? Like, who the hell is? No, no ma'am. You better not listen to them. You can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. Amen. Amen. So yeah, that is basically it. I hope my tips are helpful to you. I hope my journey was motivating to you or inspirational to you. I just wanted to come on and just tell you my nursing journey and study tips and what I did to pass my first semester of nursing school. Nothing too big. I mean, and also remember, what works for me may not work for you. It took me up until now to really have a definite way of studying. And even now, like, I'm still kind of shaky. Like, next semester, I may change up how I study. I don't know. We'll see then. But, yeah, you don't have to sit down or have in stone one way of studying. You can study multiple ways. But also remember, what works for me may not work for you. What works for somebody else may not work for you. And vice versa. Yeah, I hope this video was very informative to you guys. I hope I wasn't too nasty while eating, even though I almost died. I'm kind of full right now. I have like 3 wings left and a whole lot of fries, but may save that for later. Look at how just look at me, y'all. I'm sad. Sad.com, honey. I'm about to sign off, guys, and yeah, I hope you guys love this video. Make sure to leave all feedback down in the comment box below. And yeah, I love each and every one of you, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.